Okay, we're going to walk through putting a design together just so that you have a better understanding of how things actually work. We're going to start with the basics, and we'll start with drawing some areas just so that you understand it a little better. Here we're going to go with something that's on a scale of 1/8 of an inch equals a foot. So let's take, for example, let's say that you have a little bungalow, and we're gonna just create a layout of what a typical bungalow looks like, and bring that up there. So this would be a house that's, including a garage, is about 52 feet wide, and maybe that's a little big, so we'll bring that down to, say, a 35-foot home. There we go. We're going to add a driveway on this side here, like that, and we're going to fetch a little model here just to kind of put things into perspective for you. I have a little BMW we could stick in the driveway just to give you a little bit of an idea of the size of the property. What we want to do is we want to take the walkway, which is here. We're going to take and we're going to add a walkway, a freeform walkway, so something that's going to be relatively nice to look at from the road, and also that's going to be functional. So here we'll add this walkway here just so that when you park your vehicle that you can have extra room to get out of your vehicle and you're not going to be walking onto the grass. For a bungalow this size, what you want to do is you want to try to create a bit of a focal point away from the window area, and also to create a little bit of privacy from your neighbors over here. Let's put a property line here. So there we go. So you want to take your planting bed, and we're going to bring it around a little bit, just so that we have a nice focal point that we can work with. Okay, we're going to bring this around a little bit more, and let's attach it to the driveway over here. There we go. So now we have a planting bed. We can shade this section in to make it a little bit easier for you to look at and to figure things out once we fill in all the details. There we go. We'll zoom in on it a little bit, and we can take this here and we'll just change the color a little bit. So, like that. And go back to fit to view. So now we have the walkway here. We have a planting bed here, and we have a little island bed here. You can either keep that or eliminate that. We will grab some symbols, and we're going to create a garden here. Let's move this off to the side so it doesn't look so busy for you. Now most properties have a tree on their property that's given to them by the municipality if you pay your taxes. So we will keep this on the property here, and we will extend the driveway. Let's make the driveway a little bit bigger. So there you go. Oop, got rid of the car. We will get rid of that, and we'll give it a different color. There. Now it's starting to look like something. Okay, what you want to try to do is you want to put a specimen or something tall, usually at the outside corner of the house, to kind of wrap your front gardens a little bit. we will take some flowering shrubs. Let's say that your window is roughly about 4 feet off the ground. So we're going to add some color here. General rule of thumb: 3 plants, 5 plants, 1 plant. Usually it's done like that. It's not really done with doubles or quadruples. It's usually done with 1s, 3s, 5s, etc., etc. So this plant here could very well be a dwarf pink lilac, for example. Now we have to make sure that the sizes that we choose are going to be the proper size. So we want to put the symbols on the plan properly, or else we're going to end up way overplanting the design way too much. So here we have dwarf pink lilac, which we're going to say is going to grow roughly around 4 feet in width, and it probably grows around 4 or 5 feet in height, so we're fine with this window over here. This could be a say a Bloodgood Japanese maple, and depending on where you live and the growing conditions that you have is going to determine how large these plants actually get. Another thing that's very important is the east and west, north and south. So we're going to pretend that this is north. So we're going to add a little bit of hardscape, not too much because you don't have a big yard, so you don't want to overdo it. And we will add the hardscapes underneath and amongst the plants. We're going to add a couple more flowering shrubs here, and we're going to add some evergreens. So we need to keep in mind that there's 4 seasons, not just one. And yes, spring is very nice, but we do have 3 other seasons to contend with, so let's make things look pretty all year round. We can add some winter interest. We can add some fall color. We can add some spring color, of course, and we can have some summer color. So what we can do is we'll add a nice little accent piece over here, which could be a lace leaf Japanese maple. We'll add a dwarf burning bush over here. We have evergreens. We can add some, let's say, some Stella d'Oro daylilies in and around, and we have some specimen plants so that it looks nice in the winter time. And we can also add some ornamental grasses. Let's stick an ornamental grass over here and one possibly over there. So, and there you have it. This is a good layout for a front yard. It's very typical, very economical. You're only looking at a few shrubs and a very attractive looking front yard. The walkway, you can determine the walkway by the type of stone that you want to put in. Tumbled pavers, and going with something that's a neutral color is probably your best bet if you're really not sure as to what you should do. The scale that you should use is 1/8 of an inch equals a foot, so when you're drawing something out, just keep that in mind. And try not to cover the windows. Again, try to create a little bit of height on the opposite side of the house, at the corner of the house, and it doesn't matter where you really walk or when you're walking by the house, it's going to look good. And that's about the end of our session right now. I hope this helps, and have fun.